What's going on, guys? It's your boy Flea Boy TMT, bringing to you another gameplay of Star Wars Battlefront. I think this is part 9. Part 9. Yes, this is part 9. And today I'm gonna be talking to you guys about something so serious, something crazy, and something, and a matter of fact, that nobody's going to be able to think of this Star Wars franchise the same after they are done viewing this video. Wow, there's the whole camera just glitched. I don't know if you've seen that. But, hold on. Okay. Many people do not know I'm a big theorist. I love theories, watching game theories. Forget, Ryan, watching all these other channels on theories, because I like hearing what other people's theories are on different things, like Black Ops 3, Friday Nights at Freddy's, all the big mystery. But people don't know that Star Wars is a big mystery itself. And now in the hands of J.J. Abrams, J.J. Abrams is a big theorist himself. J.J. Abrams, if you haven't seen one of his videos, he even explains how when he was working on different movies that he made them like a mystery box. Like, you discover one thing, oh, but there's another thing. There's so he's a big person on that as well. So basically, what I'm going to talk to you about is a whole Star Wars timeline in general. And here's basically the rundown. We're going to start from episode 1 to 6 and in 15 minutes. And people hate episode 1 through 3 like it's the worst thing ever. And I'm like, the prequels aren't bad at all. I mean, acting, CGI use a little bit too much. Alright, those things, the physical things, the things that you can view with your eyes. But the internal message of that movie, Oscar, Emmy award winning to me. I honestly think the franchise isn't that bad. Maybe, just maybe, if you look past the bad acting, if you look past the excessive use of CGI, you get a great movie. An A+ movie, to be exact.
The rebels are claiming
So,
a power droid.
with that being said, we're gonna start from episode 1. Episode 1, we have Qui-Gon Jinn. That is the master of Obi-Wan Kenobi, which makes no sense because he says Yoda trained him, right? So people are like, that's already a what the fuck? Oh, people are already like, no, get the fuck out of here. People are already like, no, that's terrible. That's not even true. That's false right there, boom, bad. And then there's like people that are like,
stall their progress.
Then there's people that are like, oh, Qui-Gon Jinn, Liam Neeson. Who could ever hate Liam Neeson? Right? So, therefore, there's many different opinions. I don't like this game. But there's many different opinions. My opinion is, it's an okay movie. It's very unnecessary to include Qui-Gon Jinn and the storyline of Obi-Wan Kenobi if you're not going to take it and run with it. Which they didn't. So I found it very unnecessary. Do I care for it? No. I think it's still a very good franchise. So, therefore, we're going to move on. We're not going to really focus on 1. So we're going to skip to 2. 2, we see young teenage Anakin Skywalker. It's Anakin Skywalker. Young teenage, beautiful Anakin. He sees Padme again, and he's like, yeah, I'm grown, baby. Fuck me now. And she's like, oh my god, Anakin, oh my goodness. And, so, he likes Padme. So, we seen it in the first movie, baby Annie was like, I'm glad to meet you too. So we see all this. And then we also discover that Anakin's mother sadly passes away. And we also, damn boy, you mad close to my face. Back the fuck bro. Anyway, yeah. But we discover that Anakin's mom died. So Anakin throws a total bitch fit that his mother died and that she was murdered and all that. And that's all, jeez Louise, like, sad time in this world. Now, people say that's what's triggered Anakin's dark side powers right here. That move murdered everybody in the sand. It's all the sand people. No, that's not actually. That's in in words, in right words, and right knowledge. That was very natural for anybody in that whole place. That was very natural. You know, Anakin was feeling angry. He was very upset that his mother was just murdered. And as a young teenager, a young Jedi, he didn't know that he didn't know how to deal with that hate. He thought the only way I have this power inside me, the only way these people are gonna pay, so this is how they're gonna pay. And people are like, that's pretty sick. Like, and I'm like, no. Anakin doesn't know any better. Anakin was just brought into the Jedi world, even though his name was chosen. But Anakin was just brought into the Jedi world. Anakin had no understanding. That's why for Luke, it was easier for him, because when Luke started as a Jedi, he was 18 years old. That's why it makes better sense that Luke was a Jedi first, because Luke was a better, that's why Luke was a better Jedi than his father, and that's why Luke was a better fighter than his father. Because Anakin was, said Anakin was the chosen one at 10 years old. And when you're 10 years old, and you're like, oh, chosen one? Me? You're like, okay, fuck. But, you know, so Anakin grew up with this thing like, okay, I'm the one, I'm the chosen one. You're gonna murder my mother, I'm gonna go out there. And he literally sliced their heads off. So yes, Anakin had that power, and he used it. That's very sad, and not a great use of the Jedi power. So Palpatine heard of this and talked to Anakin about it, and discovered how Anakin was very, like I said, he was very lost. And people are like, well, isn't it the Palpatine the one that influenced Anakin to become the dark side? You could say so, but not really. Anakin on his own needed to go to the dark side. Now, explanations why. Part 3, Revenge of the Sith. Anakin Skywalker is in the beginning of the movie, and now people are like, okay, Fubo, shut up, because in the beginning of the movie he killed Count Dooku when Emperor Palpatine said so. Yeah, you're right, but he killed Count Dooku because, like I said, Anakin had that fear and that hatred inside him bubbled up. And people are like, that's Sith. Joseph, he's had it in him. No. He's had it, and as a chancellor, Palpatine was like, hey, kill him. So Anakin's like, oh my god, I was just given permission to release my anger. Okay. And it was by a Jedi too, so I'm gonna do it. Let me do it. And he did it. And he killed him. So, is that bad? No. Is it good? Also? No. It's not. He released his powers unnecessary. So, he's had permission by a chancellor of the Jedi Council. So, Anakin was like, okay, yeah, cool. And then we see Anakin have the dream of having dying in childhood, which people hated. People despised that idea because Leia said in I think it was 6, Return of the Jedi, when Leia was like, when Luke asked, Leia, do you remember your mother? And she said, yes, the feelings, like, okay. So, and then they changed that. You know, they made Padme die in childhood. I think that was brilliant. Anakin Skywalker needed a motive to join the dark side. Nobody understands that. If Anakin just joined just to join, what is that? That's nothing. So Anakin Skywalker needed a motive to join the dark side. And that was his motive. Emperor Palpatine said, if we work together, he said, well, Palpatine said, I'm sure there's a way to discover this power. When they were sitting down and were watching that weird video, movie, whatever they were there for. And Palpatine was like, well, I'm sure there's a way to discover this power somehow. And Anakin was like, well, okay, so I'll do it. Okay, cool. I'll, yeah, I want to discover his power. I want to save my beautiful wife from dying. So, Anakin, then, then that's why he necessarily first starts. That's his motive. His motive is there. Let me go ahead and try to discover his power. But it's not the Jedi way. It's evil, Sith. Separate. Palpatine even said there was Darth Plagueis, the Sith Lord, who discovered his power. And Anakin was like, well, is there a way to discover his power? And he was like, possibly. So Anakin was like, oh God, I'm stuck. We have 5 minutes. 5 minute breakdown. Watch this. So, that being said, Anakin brings out his true power when Mace Windu. So you see, this is another important tip that people need to know. Anakin was not gonna believe Palpatine whatsoever. He's seen what Palpatine's powers was. He's seen Palpatine. He's seen Palpatine's tremendous powers through his words. Palpatine talks to Anakin like that's his son. So Anakin's like, okay, dude, Obi-Wan is my father figure. I can't listen to, but I want to. But it's not right. It's not right. And people are like, that's where he's getting manipulated. I'm like, no, it's not. Stop. He's not. Palpatine's trying to make a friendship that Anakin does not want to be a part of. But Anakin has to be a part of it. Because whatever Palpatine says, Anakin wants to hear. These people are telling Anakin what he wants to hear. Palpatine is telling Anakin everything he wants to hear. So Anakin is like, oh fuck. I want to hear these words come out this man's mouth. If he's calling me to this meeting to sit down and waste my time watching stupid opera and drink some drink I don't want to drink, he better tell me this. And Palpatine tells him that. And Anakin's like, oh man, I can't do this. And then Palpatine's like, the Jedi are evil scums. That's it. They're trying. They're selfish. And Anakin's like, and that's when Anakin said, it was in Revenge of the Sith. He said, oh, the Sith, they're selfish. They're doing. And Palpatine said, and the Jedi are not. So that makes Anakin think. And then Anakin runs to Palpatine's place and goes to tell him, oh, Palpatine, I can't do this, blah, 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 blah. And I don't need this, but I want to discover this power. I want to save Padme. Which is beautiful motive. He goes and he sees Mace Windu has him at lightsaber point. And Mace Windu was like, oh, you're under arrest. You're under arrest. But then Mace Windu locks in and he's like, no, you're too dangerous to be alive. Which Palpatine told Anakin when Anakin murdered Count Dooku. Which fans are like, Anakin, don't you see what he's trying to do here? But Anakin's like, alright, I had no care for Count Dooku. Count Dooku chopped off my arm, for God's sakes. I didn't need him. I didn't need him at all. He deserved to die. But Palpatine is gonna save my love, my life. And that's why he wielded his lightsaber and chopped his arm off. And then Anakin realized he just killed someone on the Jedi Council. How big is that gonna be? And he's like, oh, what have I done? What have I done? But then he's like, you know what? I'm in this. And I'm too deep in this. And I want to leave, but I can't. He's going to save my wife's life. He's going to save her life. I summon my life. And people are like, well, Anakin didn't even have a fight scene. Like, more fight scenes than one when he slaughters all those people. Then he didn't have, that's the only fight scene he had, and he turned into this all-powerful Sith. No! Anakin just surrendered, and Palpatine filled him with his power, and Anakin became as evil as he could be. So, Palpatine basically took his body over, and there was no turning back from that. But, that's just what I think. That's 1 through 3. And I might do a part 2 of 4, 5, and 6, because that is where it gets juicy. This is your boy Fleaboy TMT, guys, saying like and comment what you guys think about this opinion down below. And I'm saying deuces!